Last week, I was morbidly depressed, contemplating my own death, thinking who's gonna come for me and write my own obituary. Who's gonna sing the song? Will the service be very long? When all is said and done, would anybody even come? Then you, like a ghost, came into the room, like a flower in full bloom. I withered on the couch, drunk in my own doubt. The stench didn't cause you to stare, so I entrust myself to your care. You give my life new breath and get my mind off of death. You've got 10,000 cities and I've got loads of self-pity, but we've got time to figure this out. You've got legions to call upon, I've got things that I've done wrong, but we've got time to figure this out. So let's figure this out. Last week, still anguished and in defeat, mariner lost at sea, gave up on control, bashed my head through a wall. I'm an undeserving mess, there's no salvage in the wreck. I plead for a hand to save, I'm afraid that she'll turn me away. Then you told me to grab to the line, and I saw through all of the lies. Pain feels less intense as the ocean releases the mess. Please help me find a way to let go of self-hate. I feel like I keep falling down. I'm lucky you're always around. You've got 10,000 cities and I've got loads of self-pity, but we've got time to figure this out. You've got legions to call upon, I've got things that I've done wrong, but we've got time to figure this out. You've got 10,000 cities and I've got loads of self-pity, but we've got time to figure this out. You've got legions to call upon, I've got all these things that I've done wrong, but we've got time to figure this out. So let's figure this out. Thanks, Bernadette and Simone. I'm assuming you wanted to put exclamation marks instead of question marks. Thanks for tuning in, everyone else. Thanks for the likes. What's up, Winter? How's it been? Winter. Winter's coming. Winter. Winter's already here. And And I'm so glad to see her. I'm so glad that she made it. Yeah, of course, remember. I fell asleep in Las Vegas, agobiado por mis transgresiones. No esperaba llegar a este momento de confesiones. Quiero volver a donde estaba. Quiero soñar fuera de esta cama. Voy a salir de aquí. Solo hay un lugar para mí. I'm waking up in Santiago. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Bags are packed and I'm headed out. I'll leave behind my worries, my cares, my doubts. I'm waking up in Santiago. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. My bags are packed, I'll see what's in store. I've heard that in Chile there's so much more. I'm waking up in Santiago. A veces me veo en Viña del Mar o en las playas hermosas de La Serena, montando la cordillera, lejos de Nevada y toda esa pena. I just wanna be free. Solo hay un lugar para mí. I'm waking up in Santiago. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. What's in store? I've heard that in Chile there's so much more. I'm waking up in Santiago. I'm waking up in Santiago. Only getting older, baby. Doesn't it drive you crazy just how fast the night changes? It'll never change me and you. Going out tonight, there's something right. Doesn't like the type of life, but she doesn't really want. Only getting older, baby. Does it ever drive you crazy? Just how fast the night changes. It'll never change me and you. Got it. You got it. That's about all I know. I wish I knew One Direction one better. It feels great to be loved, but it sucks when that love is not reciprocated. And I hate to say it cause I know it's not the same. Once those feelings have faded, she's no longer related, but I guess it's the right thing to do. So I'll tell her what's going on, how those feelings haven't dawned on me yet, and I don't know that they ever will. The ship has sailed, but it was probably doomed to fail from the start. See, my heart's not in it, so I shouldn't hit it and quit it cause I care about her. I just don't feel that it's the right fit, don't feel I can commit. Stop acting and start living. Not all stories have happy endings. Would fight for her love, but I have no weapons. There ain't nothing to return, so I'm not sending the wrong signals. I know how she feels, cause I felt that way before. felt that way before, but wanted so much more. I know how she feels, 'cause I felt that way before. Felt that way before, but wanted so much more. Once upon a time I fell head over heels for a lovely little princess who didn't see the sense in putting aside a silly little pretense. So we wasted some time together, towers of defense, put her high up on a pedestal. The fall felt so immense, I can't get my revenge, and there's really no point, 'cause I have no enemies, I'm just a little annoyed. The crown was imagined, just a girl and a boy who tried his best, but his best was too much. No game of subterfuge in this war of love. So when she struck, it was easy, 'cause she had my trust. I don't wanna be like her, so I'm giving it up. Please don't ship the shipwreck, I'll put my own king in check, just to prevent the inevitable fall, 'cause I've seen this all before. I know how she feels, 'cause I felt that way before. I felt that way before, I wanted so much more. I know how she feels, 'cause I felt that way before. I felt that way before, I wanted so much more. Amor, amor, quiero sin amor. Amor, amor, quiero sin amor. Amor, amor. I know how she feels, 'cause I felt that way before. I felt that way before, I wanted so much more. I know how she feels, 'cause I felt that way before. I felt that way before, I wanted so much more. Amor, amor. More amor, por favor. Man, some people left, and I'm sad to see them go. I don't know who left, but they left. I'm barely listening, think I'm going deaf. All these birds are calling out, 'cause seen a fall from grace before. My hands aren't staying on, slipping into sin. Can I hope to bear his cross when my wrongs weigh me down to the floor? We are trapped in electronic webs, we have built them for ourselves. We will perish in the applause. The street lights are not what they used to be. Jerusalem could not have known the new love's folly was. What would Jesus think of me? I'm barely getting by in this crazy world. What would Jesus think of me now? What would Jesus think of me? I'm barely getting by in this crazy world. What would Jesus think of? Jesus think of, Jesus think of. His new star isn't here, the lights have drowned it out. Now my voice is fading fast. You wonder what he'd say to me. These towers reach the sky, but they don't touch heaven. Can I hope to feel his hands, or do I believe only what I see? We are trapped in electronic webs, we have built them for ourselves. We will perish in the applause. The street lights are not what they used to be. Jerusalem could not have known new love folly would. What would Jesus think of me? I'm barely getting by in this crazy world. What would Jesus think of me now? What would Jesus think of me? I'm barely getting by in this crazy world. What would Jesus think of? Jesus think of, Jesus think of. When all is said and all is done, am I measuring up? Am I measuring up to these great expectations? What would Jesus think of me? I'm barely getting by in this crazy world. What would Jesus think of me now? What would Jesus think of me? I'm barely getting by in this crazy world. What would Jesus think of? Jesus think of, Jesus think of me. This next song is my most streamed song by a pretty significant margin. Well, actually not too significant. I have a collab that's pretty good numbers too. Tell us we won't understand until the reap a sequel. Been informed of the truth since I was still in preschool. And no one should believe that people should be equal. But I got visitations and he told me that the meek will inherit the earth, inherit the sky. I've seen the third heaven, stop questioning why. On my last leg, waiting to die, a voice from heaven came expecting no reply. And I let go of doubts, held for so long, shouted so loud, mountains sang back the song. I've been down and out, buried in wrongs, now I sound it with crowds and joining the throngs. Jesus loves me, he told me in a dream. Jesus loves me, I'm starting now to see. Sanctify, sanctify, open up the third eye. Clarify, clarify, done living out the worst lie. Angels cry, prophets die, a message only heard by the pliable necks most willing to revise. Long held perceptions, expectations, biases. False news spreads, wildfires and viruses entrenched we condemn. Where Pilate and Caiaphas bet Jesus wept cause he was just so tired of this. Don't understand how he loves us regardless. We put him on the cross and he acts like we're harmless. Rather if his riches over men we're so heartless. We're all paid the same, 11th the harvest. Jesus loves me, he told me in a dream. Jesus loves me, I'm starting now to see. Jesus, Jesus loves me, Jesus. Jesus loves me, he loves me. Oh, he loves me. Jesus loves me. Jesus loves me. I'm doing like a little pee dance. I'm gonna go pee real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, one person left. Maybe it's still Winter. Maybe Winter left. We don't know. We don't know who this person is because chat's silent. Chat is silent right now. Dead silent. Silent chat. Oh, we got two. I try really hard. I try really hard to make sure I'm well hydrated. So when I pee and it's just crystal clear, I'm so excited. When it's crystal clear, know I've been doing the right things. I can almost hear the sound of the angels singing for me, singing for me. When it's crystal clear, I know that I've been doing the right things. When it's crystal clear, I know that I've had enough water to keep me pure. When it's crystal clear, when it's crystal. I had a little bit of back and forth before I could understand what for. What's the meaning in that metaphor? Trying to crack the code Kafka on the shore. We all want connections that mean so much more. Sometimes that worry keeps us from the cure. Maybe I'm just worried for my own future. See, I miss some people who were once adored. We're apart now, and that's okay. The still and scattered dreams keeping me awake. Far off memories of a different place. Put the pieces back together, a puzzle opaque. I'm learning to heal from a past mistake. Displacing the curse, letting it dissipate. I'll watch the butterfly scars wash away and make my escape past the palisades. Someday we'll across the clouds. We will fly, we will make our way back to the untethered castle in the sky. It's not too far if we believe it with all of us. I was looking for a way out, a rocket ship past those gray clouds. Every night when I lay down, I drifted past the nets they set for me. Now I crave that same old ecstasy, visions of the vast immensity. Time to sail past the seven seas, into arms far beyond intensity. I would settle for seeing them again, live out one more summer vacation, and it would never have to end. Let's eat ice cream and watch the sunset from the mesa. Imaginarnos en vuelo a las estrellas. Someday we'll race across the clouds, and we will fly. We will make our way back to the untethered castle in the sky. It's not too far if we believe it with all of us. Someday we'll race across the clouds, and we will fly. We will make our way back to the untethered castle in the sky. It's not too far if we believe it with all of What's on the other side? Is it a perfect world? Are they celebrating? Are they high all the time? What's on the other side? Is it a perfect world? Are they celebrating? Are they high all the time? Someday we'll race across the clouds, and we will fly. We will make our way back to the untethered castle in the sky. It's not too far if we believe it with all of our. Someday we'll race across the clouds. We will fly. Yeah, we will make our way back to the untethered castle in the sky. It's not too far if we believe it with all of our hearts. Oh. I'm gonna do one more. I'm probably gonna head unless I've got like a bunch of people coming in, paying attention. This is how we come up, from sundown to sunup. Accomplishments so vast they're impossible to sum up. Soon all my biggest heroes will be giving me the thumbs up. This is how we wake up. Are you ready for the shake up? I need to get some sleep. Have you seen how late I stay up? All gas, no brakes, I'm heading for that layup. This is how we do it, no matter what. We always stick to it, full send. You know what? Screw it. With every single obstacle we see our way through it. We're fluent in the languages of love and devotion, making so many waves that they turn into an ocean. We just keep swimming, always in motion. The inertia drives us and the rhythm keeps us flowing. Coming up, coming up, coming up from the bottom, coming up. Coming up from the bottom, now we're here. Number one with the bullet and no labels and no fear. Coming up from the bottom, coming up. So come in. Coming up from the bottom, now we're here. Number one with the bullet and no labels, finna feared. Coming up from the bottom, coming up. So come in. See, 6 years ago I quit my job. I was tired of living like a Wall Street snob. I prayed to my God, my regrets minimized. Start from the bottom, boy, it's time to climb. Packed up my things, turned in my notices. Life is so much more than end of year bonuses. Came in the scene with power and fire. That sex appeal, every woman's desire. As far as smarts go, I got more than required. 770 G mat, no need to retire. Operatic melodies that feel so brand new. An ear for the catchy, the rhythms, the grooves, and the music that proves there is more to life. So let's switch out our shoes. From Yeezys to flip-flops, make my way to the top. Yeah, I got hits on hits, don't ask me to ever stop. Coming up, coming up. Coming up from the bottom, coming up. Coming up from the bottom, now we're here. Number one with the bullet and no labels in the fear. Coming up from the bottom, coming up. So come in. Coming up from the bottom, now we're here. Number one with the bullet and no labels in the beard. Coming up from the bottom, coming up. So come in, come in, come in, come in, come in. You come in. What if Ninja got a low tape of fate? Okay, no one's here. That decides it. That decides it. Thanks for tuning in, those who tuned in and who watch this later. Gotta love it. Okay. Okay.